Hey, Mark Shepard, Cowabunga.com, and just a quick thought today because I got to get moving and grooving. I got a lot of stuff to do today. And I think that the thought that wants to come in is, what's the difference between someone who's living at a level of personal mastery and someone who is living kind of stuck in a frustration zone, you know? And I think really the only difference is that someone who has committed themselves to personal mastery finds ways to learn from what other people call failure or mistakes. And I've mentioned this before. I think it's so important, and it's something I have to review every day because I used to beat myself up like crazy for things that I thought were errors or mistakes or dumb things I did. And one day someone said to me, you know, Mark, the only way to avoid making stupid mistakes is to have experience. And the only way to get experience is to make stupid mistakes. And that just really hit me, that all the times that I would kind of start out really well, you know? I would start out really strong, but then I'd run into some resistance, or I'd hit the learning curve in a way that was uncomfortable, or it would seem like, oh my God, you know, I can't foresee all the different things that I'm supposed to keep my eye on, and I let this go, and while I was focusing over here, that happened, and then it came back to bite me, and then I was trying to fix that, and then I didn't focus on this, and it just becomes kind of this mush, right? But eventually, you begin to master these small areas so that you just kind of build in a habit of dealing with that, a habit of dealing with this because you've been there before, and there's not that much new, right? So you're able to kind of anticipate some of the things. And then you can take all the learnings from this one area, all the things that you worked on in yourself that made it possible for you to get through the frustration, through the setbacks, through the learning curve over here. And then you can say, wow, you know, I can take all the same stuff that I learned over here and apply it in this other arena, perhaps at a higher level. And to know with your experience that you're going to run into some more learning, right? But that's what begins to feed you. That's what begins to challenge and excite you. I mean, what today am I going to be able to test myself against so that I can really dig down deep and apply the resources that I've been developing over the years so that I can take my performance, my production, my ideas, my practice, my business, my sport, my art to the next level, you know, and it's so exhilarating to be able to see that, wow, as I look back on my life, just as I look back, everything that happened that seemed like a disaster was a gift. And I've seen some people kind of abreact to this idea that, oh no, well, that's like blaming the victim. Well, you know what? There are no victims. It's all a story that we're writing. And I often tell my hypnosis clients or my weight loss clients or my athletes or whoever I'm working with, the things that seem like they were bad, what if they weren't? What if they were a necessary part of your growth, right? Whatever we decide they mean is the truth, because that's what we do as humans. We apply meaning. So today I want you to look at your past and look at anything that seemed like it was a setback and try to find a way to see how that benefited you. Look back and see if you can find how, whatever that setback was, see how it led you to this or that or the other thing. And I try to remember whenever I've had setbacks, and I had one this week, you know, I try to recall, go, wow, in the past I used to think this was it, you know, and my life was over and nothing good would ever happen from this point on, you know, and that's merely a belief. And so I go, wow, I've just had a setback. So that means that something even better is coming in. That means that I have an opportunity to learn and maybe release another layer, another level of whatever I'm here to work on, to heal, to clear, so that I can get to the next level of personal mastery, so I can make a difference in more people's lives, so I can really begin to experience in my body the things I've learned in my mind. Do you know what I mean? So today, find a way to take whatever you've experienced in the past and see how it was a win, see how it was something powerful, see how it was a gift, see how it was a necessary course that you had to take in your advanced degree of life. Someone who takes calculus in college, often it's one of the most challenging courses they can take. And challenge is what the human being thrives on. It was a challenge to come down out of the trees and live on the wide open Serengeti plain. And we were weak. We had no claws. We had no natural claws or sharp fangs or size. We were at a disadvantage. And so that's how our brains developed. Constantly meeting challenges, constantly finding resources that we didn't think were there. And that is your task today. Engage your resources. Be aware of all the things that happened in the past that led you perfectly to today. And keep in mind, it's still happening. That process is still happening. So have a great day. Cowabunga.com. Why does it work out better than you can possibly imagine? Remember, you're going to be dead a long time. So take today and begin to truly live your life. However that works out for you, live your life today to its absolute best, to its absolute fullest. No excuses today, people. Really go for it in every area of your life. And it starts here with your heart and your mind coming together and realizing it's perfect. Have a great day. Mark Shepard, over and out, cowabunga.com.